man. We're out the range today with the Ruger LC Charger in 5.7. Gonna go ahead and take some shots. Now, because of YouTube rules, whatever, this firearm does not come with sights. It's got a full-length top rail, so you can put anything on it you want, which is great. However, if we actually put a red dot on here, we are modifying the firearm, and YouTube doesn't like that. So we're going to go ahead and take some shots with it without any sights at all. Now, the top rail actually is grooved the entire length, so you can use it as a rudimentary sight. So we're going to go ahead and take some shots, see how that works. You can blame the YouTube rules and regulations for not being able to have a sight on here. So we'll go ahead and take some shots. There again, current world that we live in, can't have a brace on it. This gun is just screaming for a brace, but you know, that's the world we live in currently.
Has it ever been shot before, or is this the maiden voyage?
This is the maiden voyage, just out of the box. So we're gonna assume it works. We'll find out. And side charging handle. It's overall, I love sub gun formats. I just think they're cool. And so we'll go ahead and take some shots and see how it does. Alrighty.
Uh-oh. Not even sure where you are, bud.
Yeah, this might be a weird experiment.
You might be low. That's what I'm seeing. There you are. There, yeah. You're 7 o'clock. There you go. I'd say you found it. Impressive.
Okay, so to answer the question, can you shoot it without sights? Once you figure out where it's hitting in relation to, because there's no adjusting an entire top rail of a gun. This is shooting just a little bit low and left. The sight picture is kind of bizarre. You're putting the target kind of in a big U and centering it up. But once you figure it out, it's actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So we'll go ahead and have Steve and Evan take some shots, and we'll see what they think.
As I said, let's see what happens here.
Take 3.
All right. Oh man, that is very odd. Very interesting.
Yeah, here we go, fire down the range. I'm gonna try it this way here, I think. Make sure I'm not.
Man.
Okay, all right.
There it is.
Gets a little hot up there.
So we're out the range today with the Ruger LC Charger in 5.7. Now this is out of the box. Now it does not come with any sights whatsoever. And because of YouTube regulations, things like that, if you throw a red dot on it, they tend to frown on that. So whatever, it's YouTube stupidity. So we thought, you know, just for fun, let's try just taking some shots with it, just using the groove that runs down the top rail. Honestly, we all figured it was going to be horrible. Actually, I probably take these off.
I'm getting some of that feedback too.
Overall, it worked surprisingly well. We were able to, once you figure it out. Now, the first couple shots that I took, I had no idea where it was hitting, and it turns out it actually just treat it like a big sight, and it actually works fairly well. I was kind of impressed with it. Now, is it as good as like a proper set of iron sights or a red dot? Well, definitely not.
Heck no.
But you could use it just as is. I don't know. I think it was an interesting experiment. So what do you think, Evan?
I liked it. I'm a growing fan on the 5.7 round. Things I like about this gun, I like the PC Charger anyways, the sub gun concept. It's pretty, it fits kind of what I like in a sub gun. I really like the magazine release. That's different. We don't see that real beefy mag release, easy to find. Felt good, it didn't hop a lot. We were able to find it, like you said, without any real sights in it, and it kept a decent group. I think all of our rounds actually hit mass, didn't it?
Yep.
Center mass. So I like it. I can't say much more about it. I'll let you
I tell you,
fondle it a little bit there.
You basically said everything that has to be said. I gotta say, I was absolutely shocked that we hit anything like that. I did not think. I have a hard time shooting these things without a brace anyway, and I was actually hitting it without a sight. You know, I was just, I was floored. I was shocked. You know. But yeah, all in all, man, it's fantastic. I had a really great time with it. Yeah,
overall, I mean, as far as the gun itself, it handles great. We didn't have any issues with it. All the magazines worked fine.
I'd really like to see you juice that thing up with all kinds of accessories.
Yeah, you see, we're going to go ahead and regardless of YouTube policies, we're going to go ahead and put sights on it.
Double barrel middle finger to YouTube. And
yeah, we'll go ahead and outfit it out some. I think it's a cool concept. Now, there again, we've mentioned before with several guns in the past, what useful purpose does this serve? I have to be honest, it doesn't serve a truly useful purpose. However, with that being said, the subgun format exists for a reason. Now, in the military, they're usually select fire, so you have full automatic, so you have suppression capability. Civilian world, are we going to need stuff like that? Gosh, I hope not.
Yeah.
But, you know, have you paid attention to what's going on in the world lately? Who knows? So it's more just a range toy than anything else. But for a home defense scenario, I think that would still work wonderfully. You can get two hands on it to get good solid purchase on it, but it's not a full-length rifled barrel, so you're not going to be banging it into doorways. You throw a good sight on there, a good red dot, you're going to have really good sight acquisition. The 5.7 round allows you the same performance as a 9mm, and you know, hot 9mm even, with no recoil at all.
Right.
So you're able to take follow-up shots really well. There's definitely a use case that you could make for that firearm.
100%. So. I was going to say the same thing about home defense, maybe even for maybe mom that doesn't want to handle the 12 gauge shotgun in the house because of the recoil. This is tight. You're not going to be banging in doors or down the hallway. You can navigate around a corner easily. Mount a flashlight underneath it, a red dot up top, and I think you're good to go.
Yep.
And brace if you're allowed.
Yep. Yeah, hopefully the whole brace thing will get settled once and for all in our favor, because it's an infringement, and it just, quite honestly, come on.
Screw the ATF.
It makes a firearm harder to conceal. I mean, I don't understand their whole purpose of not wanting to allow it. It allows you to control a firearm better.
It's just
and
one
makes
of
it
their
safer.
steps.
Yeah, it makes it
just
safer.
something for them to pick on.
It is.
Try to,
It's something they can go after
Yep.
to remove stuff from us, because ultimately that's what they want to do. So, well, before we get too political on it, we'll go ahead and wrap up the video
it's
with
just getting
that.
rolling, Craig.
I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up there. We're going to be doing a follow-up video on this. We're also going to do some testing on the 5.7 round, some gel tests, things like that coming up, because I think it'd be useful to kind of do some direct comparisons. So we'll get some velocities, things like that. So look forward to that coming up in the next month or two. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up there. Until next time, stay safe.